doing? What's up, KD Relum in the house? What's up, Kiana? How you doing, baby? How y'all feeling this morning? Come on, tap that screen. Tap that screen. Tap that screen. Swipe and invite. What's up, Periscope? How y'all doing? Y'all ready to get it this morning? Hey. What? Come on. Give me some shoulder. What? Give me some shoulder. What? Hey. All right, let me sit my butt down. What? Give me some shoulder. What? Give me some shoulder. What? Tap that screen. Tap that screen. It's morning. Hey. Bop. What's up, Aquanetta? How you doing, Keith? How you doing, baby? Come on, tap that screen. Swap and invite. Where my shoulders at? Hey. Where your shoulders at? Come on. Tap that screen. Tap that screen. Hey. Come on. Tap that screen. Hey. I'm giving y'all that smooth Anita Baker. Where my angels at? What's up, Winston Witten Senior watching? That's my pa and my mama. Good morning, parents. Hey, tap that screen. All right, I can't go that long because I was 2 minutes late. Running on Negro time. How y'all doing this morning? What's up, Periscope? How y'all feeling? Periscope feeling good? Coach Tawana on that thing. All them other people that's on that thing. On the Periscope, I want to shout y'all out. Periscope work a little bit different. You can't see everybody that's on there. But I'm going to say, hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to type it right there on the screen so they know that I am there and alive with the rest of them. Yo, y'all need to be tapping that daggone screen. Get your lives together, pack it up, put it in your chest, and run into the D-line. What's up, Terry? How you doing? My best friend fitna. She fitna. Tap that screen. My best friend, that's my best friend. Okay. She my internet best friend, but she do best friend stuff. We do best friend stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Trips, you know. I'm just saying, hey, Terry, good morning to you. Y'all know, before I get into anything, I want to say that I've come to the conclusion that when you get as fine and as thick as I've been getting, you can't wear the same jeans that you used to wear, and you might have to give them suckers up and give them away to Goodwill or Salvation Army or to someone who can actually fit them things, because I can no longer fit them things, and I am tired of walking around and not being able to breathe. All right, I am so tired of walking around. Hey, big brother, Eric Cornell in the house. Eric, do you know Eric has lost weight. He got the chiseled body and all that stuff. He does fantastic things. He's a speaker. He's also a cosmetologist. He does hair. He does all this stuff. And he lost weight. He looking all fly and all that stuff. For old man. I ain't gonna call you the old man. I'm so stupid. But me, I done gained some. I picked up some gains in my hip, and then, you know, I got a nice. I'm just saying, when I turn to the side, it's like, whoa now, Algiers. None of my clothes stretch. Rita, I ordered this outfit for myself online. I was supposed to be wearing it for an event. And I'm so sure, and have been buying the same size for so long, I don't try on clothes. So I decided, to go ahead on and put the outfit on. And once it got zipped up, I was like this. It was like this. I was like, I just couldn't. And then, so with that, I tried to sit down, and there was no stretch, no give, no nothing. And and so I had to take that thing off and improvise a new outfit, because it wasn't. It's all right. It's all right. No side views, Rita. No side views. I would kill them. Killing them with the side. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to y'all. Hey, I hope you slept well because I prayed for you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to y'all. Good morning to Rita. Good morning, Eric. Good morning to Keith. And good morning, Miss Ethel. I hope you slept well. Aquanetta, because I prayed for you. Marcus, good morning to Coach. And good morning to all those on Periscope. And to Terry. Hey, Terry. Terry that came to Periscope. Hey, Terry. Terry on Periscope looking at my socks. Because Periscope get to look at my socks. Hey! Facebook don't see my socks, but Periscope gets to see the socks. All right. What's up, MK Ultra 4528? Tap the daggone screen when you come up in there and show the sis some love. Let's go on and holler at the folks who are celebrating birthdays on today, because you know I love to celebrate the birthdays on. Yesterday I missed birthdays. There was hilarious Omar celebrating his birthday on yesterday. But one of my secret viewers, y'all can't tell nobody. He be watching at work and he don't be wanting nobody to know that he watch. Although he let the whole office watch at the same time. The whole office be watching me, and he don't want nobody to know that he watch. How you got the whole office watching, but you don't want, but you be trying to be quiet? Okay, I'm gonna be quiet and whisper a happy birthday to Cornell Whisper. Cornell Whisper, not CRISPR, but Whisper. The Whisper is celebrating his birthday on today. Miss Tamara Strong would have been celebrating her birthday. It is a heavenly birthday for Tamara Strong. She is was an Edna Carr graduate and alumni, and she passed away from her bed with cancer, and she would have been celebrating her 40th birthday on today. So it's a heavenly birthday. Ty Taylor is celebrating a birthday on today. Albert New is also celebrating a birthday on today. Mr. Gary, he ain't got no job. Holland, I'm just still trying to figure out if Gary have a job, because he spends a lot, when I say a lot, it's a lot of time perusing these Facebook streets, but doing great things, while I might add why he doing. I'm just saying he just might be doing some great things. And one of my favorite viewers all the way up in upstate New York is celebrating her birthday on today. Miss Ethel Guahalubale. You all tell me, Gary. Miss Ethel is celebrating her birthday on today, and I love her. I hope that you're watching today with your mug, with your Algiers Diamond mug, and you got some tea, and you go ahead on and drink that tea and feel good. I might send you a singing telegram. I might send you a... I'm lying. I ain't gonna do that. All right. I just say, happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday, Gary. Happy birthday, Ethel. Happy birthday, Cornell Whisper. Happy birthday to yo. Now I said, what's that double? What zodiac side? Still ain't y'all. Okay, I don't care how nice y'all are. I said, what's that double? What zodiac side? It ain't y'all. I don't care how many things things that you put together, Gary, helping me up in the community. Your number one zodiac sign is Libra. It always will be. All right? Now, is it Aries? No. Taurus? Boo. Cancer? No. All right? Sagittarius is, they get, my Marlon, Naima, Mary Lou, Williams. Aquarius is no. Capricorns. I just wanted to heave up. It's like, for real, a Sagittarius is feeling half human, half beast around here. Listen, the number, you got your mug with Ciroc in it? Yes, Ethel, you better, ooh. Now, I don't drink Ciroc per se, but I do dabble every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and the end of Sunday in Patron. Every Monday, Wednesday, just a little, just like after church, and then like I give it a few hours, and then I have me some Patron on Sundays. What's up, Carrie? You're not late, baby. Good morning to you. But the number one zodiac sign is and always will be Libra. Thank you, Gary. Put it on the screen. Gary, go ahead on and put it on the screen. Share this to your friends so your friends know, Gary, what you really up to, that you really ain't got no job. And Mrs. Holland is the one that's holding it down. That's all I'm saying. Because I ain't never, Rita said, I smoke my liquor in the name of, everything. What okay. Yes, Miss Rita. I don't care. You know why I didn't say Taurus? Because y'all not the number one zodiac sign. It might be your birthday. How old did you make, Gary? How old did you make? With age comes wisdom. And with wisdom comes the knowledge and understanding that Libras are the number one zodiac sign. That Libras are great. Libras are awesome. Libras are like the honey on a honeysuckle on a honey drip. Like they say, they call them honey drippers down in Florida. It's like the honey. It's the natural. It's natural. Libras are made to balance everything on the earth. We made from the earth. That's all I'm saying. Kenyatta, you a Libra? Baby, you everything. Give yourself. I mispronounced Aqua Rios. I did not. Not at all. Let me get my life together. Back it up, put it in my chest and run it to the D-line and give y'all the spill for today. Get ready, baby. Let's go this time exactly what it is. What the spill, what the spill, what the spill. Hey, oh, what the spill. Hey, oh, what the spill. Hey, oh, what the spill. What's the dealio? What's the happenings? What's going on? What's the word, bro? What's the 411? What it is in them streets? What it is? What it is? What it is? What's the spill? What's the spill? What's the dealio? What it is today? Well, let me tell you what the spill is. We're going to start off just a little bit talking about the blue wall and the blue lives mattering, except for when you black and your name is Mohammed. Because Mohammed Noah is going his tail to jail because he was been found guilty for killing that the white lady. But none of them cops that killed black people on video camera have gotten anything guilty. I'm just saying, there has to be one. Why not make it a black one? Mohammed Noor, a former Minneapolis police officer, was found guilty in Justine Ruziskis, and I don't want to pronounce that lady's name wrong because she has passed away. Justine Ruziskis' death. Say that, he was responding to a 911 call. She came up on the side of the car. He said he was startled. He was startled so much that he shot her from the passenger seat over the driver's, and he shot her and he killed her. And he gave the same excuse that all the police officers give. Except because he black, they was like, nah. You can't be scared of a white face. That excuse only works when it's a white cop in the black person. They said that he may be facing up to 12 and a half years for third-degree murder and 4 years for second-degree murder. His sentencing is going to happen on June 7th for his July 15th, 2017 fatal shooting of Miss Ruziski. I can't say her name right, and I apologize. So, I'm just saying, I know y'all have a lot to say. Thank you, sis. What's up, Igbo? How y'all doing? I'm just saying, the same law that protects the blue lives, because they say blue lives matter. Although blue only, like that's the color that they wear, but sometimes they be wearing black. Is it? Oh, okay. Anyway, it only protects the blue lives that are wrapped in white skin. And I do believe that some of the brothers and sisters on these police forces across America have been trying to make some type of difference and plead for some changes to no avail, and have been drowned out and told to stay in their places. Also, realize that black police officers don't get any respect, and they also are underneath the pressure of showing their white comrades that they are down enough to belittle, berate, beat, harass, and shoot those who share their same skin pigment. It seems like our black officers are under a lot of pressure to fit in, although they're supposed to be brothers and sisters. It's a brotherhood. That brotherhood don't work when your name is Mohammed and your skin has a higher melanin content and you are not an enemy of the sun. Ethel said if he had been a person of color, this wouldn't have been an issue. And she says, when are they going to learn you can't kill white folks unless you white? And white is always right. That was for ratings, y'all. That was for ratings. I'm trying to get the ratings up, trying to get the viewership up and stuff like that. So I had to say that. White is always right. All right? Say it with me, Coach Joanna. White is always right. We got to say it. You got to hashtag that thing so then, it can go viral, and then the white folk can come and actually watch me and then give me some money for my production. That's all I'm saying. White is, matter of fact, my teeth got whiter as I was saying it. White is always right. No, okay. Good morning, Queen Janika. I know. Let me give. As soon as I go from live, I'm gonna handle that business. I'm just all right. I'm all over the place. Let me move on because white is always right and protected. Say it with me. White is always right and protected. This right here, underneath y'all's noses, they did not make the news, make a whole bunch of ruckus in the news because they want to keep things like this silent. A federal judge threw out the former Penn State President Graham Spanier's misdemeanor child endangerment conviction on Tuesday. Less than 1 day, only hours before he was supposed to head his tail over to the jailhouse on this morning. Yes, y'all know the Sandusky trial and all that was going on at Penn State, finding out that Sandusky had been molesting them little boys. And you know what? Graham Spanier saw Sandusky raping one of them little boys. Truth be told, he probably stood there, watched, and then turned his head, walked away, and did what he said and stated, did nothing. And as he stated in his court case, it just looked like a little horseplay. But what if that little horseplay was your child? I'll wait. The decision by Judge Caroline Mihelichek in Scranton, Pennsylvania, gave the state prosecutors 3 months to retrial Spanier underneath the state's 1995 child endangerment law, the version that was in place in 2001. They said that Spanier was improperly charged under a 2007 law for actions that occurred in 2001 when he was responding to a complaint about a former football coach, Jerry Sandusky, showering with a little boy on campus. The only person that should be taking a shower, if the need be, with the child is the parent, if the parent needs to do so. I mean, I will say that as babies, my kids have jumped into the bathtub with me. My kids have seen their dad in the shower at like 1, 2 years old and jumped in. That's a parent. We ain't doing nothing to our kids. Ain't never did nothing. We've seen this is something that happens. There was even a commercial where the lady, I think it was for a shower wash or something like that, and the mom and dad with their first child, they were taking all this love and care, and then with the second child, they were in a rush. She handed the baby off to daddy into the shower. Baby took a shower with daddy. That's all right, but I have a problem with somebody else trying to take a shower with somebody else's children that they have no business. That is nasty. Lynette Coco says, let's just say it and be done. Rich white men are allowed to commit crimes with no repercussion. Like, I'm shocked that Dylan Roof got the death penalty. Child, Dylan must have said something that he wasn't supposed to say up in that court of law. He must have gave some names up that he wasn't supposed to give up, because he didn't just act on his own. He gave out some information that just wasn't supposed to be out there in them streets, and that's why Dylan Roof got the death penalty, because they go try to claim that he is he crazy, and that, maybe he did just act and he didn't have a mental issue. Because if he had a mental instability, if he had some type of mental problem, they would not have given him the death penalty. But Dylan was like, no, I'm sane, and such told me to do it, and such gave me the money, and such is the one who paid for my Burger King when the police came to pick me up. But see, people like this, who allow kids to be put in harm's way, just like all of the Boy Scout troop leaders and that have been caught up in the scandal, with over 8,000 of them. They don't tell. They don't say anything when their kids have not been put in harm's way. It's all right for other people because they don't care about anyone else's children. They don't care about anyone else's lives. They don't care about anyone else's psyche. They don't care, as long as they are able to do what they want to do. And that's just the truth of the matter. So before, he was supposed to go to jail for only a minimal amount of time anyway. I think it was only like 3 months. He was only supposed to go there for a short amount of time and then be placed on house arrest. The judge threw that thing out. And that's why you have a whole bunch of hurt people out here hurting people. That's why you have a whole bunch of people who have been molested as children turn into adults who molest children, because they don't want those children to have a good lifestyle, good life, and they want the other people to feel the pain that they feel. They want the people to have the same type of messed up lives that they had, because nobody came to save them. And nobody cared enough about them, so why should they care about anybody else? And the cycle will continue. And especially the cycle will continue when you have people like this continuing to get off on some of the most heinous crimes. And I believe that anything dealing with the molestation or the rape of children is a heinous crime. And if you want to really know how I feel about Tang, there was one of my viewers posted about the child sex rings and all this stuff, and somebody responded and said that that Tang and his officials were working on making sure that doesn't happen. And I'm like, if you really think about it, maybe that's what the Russians have over his head, the little teenagers that he liked to sleep with. And that's not just hearsay. We've heard people in his inner circles say that's what he liked to dabble in. He's made statements about his own daughter, calling her sexy, saying that if she wasn't his daughter, he would probably have dated her. Gross. Let's move on because this information, first of all, I need to tell you guys that New Orleans and Orleans public schools, those Orleans Parish public schools is one of the only and one of the first all chartered districts in the United States. That means that all of the schools are under chartered officials, which means that all of the schools are owned by corporations. Sounds like a prison system to me. So what had happened was these kids, I'm sorry. These kids, and I'm sorry that you can't see the top of the screen. I wish I could fix that for y'all. But what happened was these kids decided to participate in a senior prank. And the senior prank happened to be a water gun fight. So it's actual horse playing. And they participated in a senior prank. And in this senior prank, the school the principal had told them not to do the senior prank. They told them that they shouldn't do it and all this other stuff. And of course, they seniors and they're about to leave the school, and they decided innocently to participate in a water gun fight. So, what's up, Robert? So what happened was these kids participated in the senior prank just like almost every other senior class that I grew up with. And did the thing. I think it was a very innocent prank because it was just a water gun fight. It didn't even seem like they had enough water to wet a whistle. Okay, they didn't have enough water to make a cracker soggy. They didn't have enough water. Like they. Okay, I got that, Janika. Some of it was outside, some of it was indoors. I saw pictures and videos of both. All right. The reason why it's such a hazard is not because they really care about the safety of the students, because if they did that, then the schools wouldn't be riddled with issues where they don't have running water sometimes, and the sewer system being backed up, and them not having the proper air conditioning when the heat outside is in the 90s and the hundreds, and things of the matter, not having heat when it is cold outside and stuff like that. They're not really worried about the safety of the students. No, that's not what it is. What it is because these schools are owned by private companies, you need to be checking on their insurance, because they might not have the proper insurance to cover these kids in the first place. And I'm going to need y'all to get that. Okay, I did that to my kids before. Put the clear wrap on the toilet seats. And so, since they are owned by private companies, there's no school board. There's nobody. They don't go. There's not a hierarchy where there's a superintendent. None of that. These are privately owned companies who don't invest anything into the schools. If that was the case, Lamont, right. How they get the balloons? But you gotta question the motives of the companies that are owning these schools. Anyway, they haven't been doing right by the kids. Some of these schools have had 2 and 3 and 4 principals in a 4-year span. They're hiring and firing. The kids don't even have a stable work condition at school. The principal decided that these students would not be able to walk or have a graduation ceremony, neither nor a prom. They put all this stuff on top of the kids. They suspended them, and then they overturned the suspension after the suspensions had already been had. The kids were already out of school, and then they decided, okay, you can't have the prom. And so, like, all right, you can't have the prom. That might be one punishment, but no prom and no graduation. Wow, some of these kids are some of the first in their families to graduate from high school. There's such a problem with the school system in New Orleans that it can't be, none of this can be put on the children. There are adults who are not doing their jobs. There are adults who are doing a lot of scheming and evil things amongst the children. Writing checks out to girlfriends. They got adults out here using the money for their churches. They got adults out here doing everything wrong in the system. And these kids hear and see and they know. And they feel like if the adults doing that and they're not setting a good example for the kids, well, what should the kids be doing? Kids are going to respond to you not by what you tell them to do, but how they see you. They are going to mimic the adults. They have adults cutting up, them kids go cut up too. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Now, there was a entrepreneur who decided to give them a mock graduation ceremony at a concert. That was only after they found out some of the dirt. Because there's a lot of dirt. And again, we as adults cannot put this on the children at all. Cannot. Not only was no one hurt, but the student that they quote unquote, the principal tried to say was hurt, mother came out and said he wasn't hurt. Matter of fact, this him up in the video. Ain't nothing wrong with my son. He ain't never blah, 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 blah. Lamont said, our community is cool with all this because they don't have any protections on their jobs. The education reform movement was started as a smokescreen to combat unions or child civil service. We want our children to start on a plantation early. That's what it says. Rita Hollis says the kids will mirror the image that is placed before them. They're going to mirror all of the things that they have seen and heard in their schools from the time that they started from elementary and found out that the people don't care about them and all they are is a meal ticket for all these high-placed authorities who are just making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of them each year with no concern or regard about their education, period. So now all of a sudden they want to be worried about the kids and how they act because they didn't listen and did a school prank. Now all of a sudden, say they didn't respect your authority there. These kids come from so many different places in the city, it's ridiculous. You have people going from the kids living in the Ninth Ward going to car. You got kids from the Ninth Ward going to Landry Walker all the way on the West Bank. You got people that's living on the West Bank going all the way over to Sophie B. Wright. You got people going, and they're closing down schools. The schools are overcrowded. There's nothing in the neighborhood. There's no community. There's no sense of community. Nobody don't care about these children. Then all of a sudden they want to act like they care about these kids because these kids when they were struggling and reading. You didn't care about these kids when you was changing their tests and their test grades and their answers on their test grades so you can get a raise. You wasn't caring about these kids when they couldn't afford the uniforms. You wasn't caring about these kids ever until now. Oh, all right, now you want to care. Well, right now, you can help out if you care. My sis, who is working hard in the community, in all of the communities, she and her staff are putting together a prom and a graduation ceremony. If you want to help out for the suspended seniors of Sophie B. Wright, you can Cash App $K DeLosa, and you can PayPal GKANNIE95@yahoo.com. That's the PayPal. I'm gonna leave it up on the screen for just a moment because the school system is playing around, because now they're saying that they want to let several students, just several, a few students participate in its May 13 graduation ceremony now. But there are students whose parents are suing right now. There's a lot of rigmarole. But Kim DeLosa is trying to do it right and allow these kids the opportunity. Not only is the prom going to be a dance with the DJ and it's going to be nicely decorated and things like that, but she's trying to get food because, again, some of these kids can't even, and parents don't even have the ability to afford them to go out to dinner before having a nice prom. So she's going to provide some food there also. Not only that, there's several seamstresses and there's several other women who have donated their time, donated their money, and also donated dresses to the girls. So if you would like to help out, Cash App K DeLosa or PayPal GKannie95@yahoo.com. That's all I'm saying. It's time for Black Facts. Black Facts. It's time for Black Facts. It's time for Black Facts for today. And one of the Black Facts should be Algiers Diamond don't take no mess. Algiers Diamond don't take no mess. Algiers Diamond don't take no mess. No mess, no mess, no mess. I don't take no mess. All right. Let me get my life together. Just the facts today. I'll give y'all like two. Today, May 1st, 1981, the death of Dr. Clarence A. Bacote. He was 75 years old, and he was a historian and a political scientist in Atlanta. Again, the death of Dr. Clarence A. Bacote. This day, May 1st, 1981. May 1st, 1946, former federal judge William H. Hastie was confirmed as governor of the Virgin Islands. This day, May 1st, 1946, Hastie became the only African American to govern a U.S. state or territory since Reconstruction. This day, May 1st, 1946. And those are your Black Facts. Black Facts. Those were your Black Facts. Where I'm is where you can find me this Saturday, leveling up with the ladies. The comedy show. The information is on my page. I'll post it in the comments section so you guys can check that out. And then on Mother's Day, I will be in Tyson's Corner for the Mother's Day Throwdown. And let me tell you, I got some stories about my children that you should come out and listen to. I'm the Algiers Diamond. Follow me on IG, y'all. Algiers Diamond Productions @gmail.com. If you have any information that I get them, I see them. My staff responds. Sometimes I respond, but my staff respond. And I'm thankful that you guys think enough to email instead of hit me up in the inbox, because that can get really cluttered and really crowded. And I ignore a lot of inboxes. That's all I'm going to say about that. Remember, you woke up this morning, you woke up with the purpose, walk in your purpose, ask God to guide you in your purpose, and it will be perfected. If I made you laugh today, I did my job. If I made you smile today, I did my job. If I taught you something new that you never knew before, I gave you a perspective that you never thought of before, I did my job. All I'm asking you to do is hit that share button so others can join in on the conversation that we have had right here on, I'm just saying, live in the morning with me, your girl, Algiers Diamond. Guys, know wherever you at and whatever you're doing, y'all need to give me some showdown. Hey, hey, hey. Come on, give me some shoulders.